I figured out how to cut the beginning and the end off these YouTube clicks. So what I can do, get my hair all perfect. So what I can do is turn my computer on in the studio, walk over here, and while I'm walking, you won't actually see that. So the big question here is, how do people play and get that drive? And this is pretty simple. This is one of those things that's very easy to explain what to do, but you have to, basically you have to drill this and you have to believe in it, which is difficult because if you do this for 3 or 4 hours, you'll start to see a very minor change in your accuracy. And after you do it for 6 or 7 hours, your body actually becomes programmed. They call it muscle memory, but really it's not muscle memory. And all of a sudden you'll start to play in absolute perfect time, and you'll start to feel drive coming out of it. So what I'm going to do is, the simple roll is going to be, okay, so it's 5, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1, 5. You just do that over. And once you get in time with that, now any roll will work, and you've probably seen some other iPhone YouTube videos that I've done. So you can use any roll with this. You can use a forward and backward, 5, 3, 1, 5, 1, 3. Okay. But the key to make this work is your 3 or 4 hours that you're going to spend on this, you have to choose only one roll. You cannot do a forward 7 note, and then all of a sudden do a forward and backward. Because if you do that, you're not going to get that muscle memory that you're looking for. So, and the other thing is, we start at really slow speed. So I've got the metronome set for 80, and I'm going to punch it. And this is a called Pro Metronome, and it's available on iPhone, possibly Android. And if you get it, make sure to spend the extra $3 or $4, $5 and get the upgrades to it as well. You can get it for free, but it's somewhat limited for the free. Okay, so let me punch this thing. Okay, so the first thing that has to happen if you're going to play in perfect time is you literally have that, your brain is going to be doing that. So you could literally take your metronome while you're driving the car and just listen to that over and over. And eventually, that click, that perfect timing, will become a part of you. So when you play with drive, it's not the licks. In other words, when you hear Earl Scruggs, you know, that's it. And you hear a lick like that, and you're thinking, man, I need to learn that lick because it's real powerful. The lick is not powerful at all. It's the timing and the drive. So another way to illustrate this is if I just take and turn that on. And I clap. Now, even if you're really good, it takes anywhere from a few seconds to 15 or 20 seconds to a minute to actually get that drive. So if I'm going, Polly, pretty Polly, go along with me. This is not a singing video. I'm a horrible singer. But I do sing in time. So if I'm going, Polly, so you can start, if you just clap in that perfect time, you will feel drive. 2. Or listen. Polly, pretty Polly, go along with me. Okay, so that was the point that I wanted to illustrate, is that in order that you need to have that timing going on in your head. And the reason we use a simple roll is it's good to use that to establish timing, because if you're working on a lick, you know, that's much harder to do that. So once again, we can play any roll with the, but do not use the second string. Hear that? That B string just doesn't work. Okay. All right. So let's talk about what we do. So what is happening is I'm going to start at 80. I'm going to play 1 note per click. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's 1 note per click. Now I will increase it for the sake of this video by 5. So I'll go up to 185. Hopefully get it right. Wow. Okay, so, and I do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm actually listening to the metronome. If I look at that light, for some reason it throws me off. So you do that for 30 seconds, then you go up to 90. Or 91. For the sake of the video, if I get close. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, after you do this for a little while, if you do about 5 or 10 speeds, you will start to relax, and you will start to get in absolute sync with the metronome. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's go up approximately 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, as you're doing this, just totally relax. 3, 4. Make sure every note is clear. Okay, because this isn't a play-along video, I'm going to go in bigger increments. So let's go up to going the wrong way there. So I just went up to 114. 3, 4. So make sure every note feels the same. Real even. Now, incidentally, this video, if you put it on at night, can be used as a sleep aid also. And a lot of, I swear, I show this to people, and all of a sudden they play it for about 15 minutes, and then I can walk in and they're doing different rolls, mixing rolls, but you won't get that muscle memory, which really isn't. Is you're basically reprogramming your nerves and changing the chemicals in your nervous system is what you're really doing. But you won't get that benefit because at the end of each day, your mind will go through what you've done that day and it will remember what's important, what you've stressed. So if you're playing this exercise and you play a forward and backward roll for 3 minutes, and then you play a 7-note roll, and then you do and then you start mixing them, your brain pretty much just erases all that. You really get no muscle memory. Now, you do relax a little bit, your speed will improve a little bit, but you're not going to achieve that, what I call the Ron Block sound. And you can achieve the Ron Block sound seriously. Just set it at one speed and play that for about 10 minutes. Totally relax. You'll feel when it comes together, and listen back to it, and you'll be amazed at the drive that comes out of there. So the purpose of this is to start and play it perfectly accurate, and then in very little increments increase it where you maintain that power and that accuracy, okay? So let's say that we're going up, 114, 120, 125, but I'm gonna just jump it up a little bit. So I'm gonna go up to 151, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. The other thing I wanted to mention, as you're getting the sound of this rhythm in your head, the licks are totally unimportant, okay? It's getting that rhythm in your head. And because we're doing one note per click, every 8th click is the downbeat. So you get something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so on and so forth. So when you're playing, so when I'm playing, this beat is in my head, so if I'm playing various licks, and I'll try to play them slowly and in time. And anytime you're distracted, like I'm sitting here in these hot lights, you may not quite get it as perfectly, but let's see what I can do. So just simple licks. I'll play different rolls. Listen to the sound of the different rolls. Here's another one. So another thing is, as long as you're playing the 5th, 3rd, and 1st string, and you're in the key of G, or if you put a capo on, key of A, B flat, B, and so forth, as long as you're playing the 5th, 3rd, and 1st strings, which is in this case 2 G's and a D, you do not even have to change chords. So what you can do is put in a track of a song that's played in the key of G, and you can practice your rolls. The second thing that's real important is, as you're doing this, listen to yourself and see when you're in time and when you're not. Now, the issue as far as being very accurate when you're playing with a track is there's all kind of music in there. So if you're kind of in time, not Ron Block time, but if you're kind of in time, it'll sound really good because of the other instruments. But if you really want to isolate it, you get out your metronome, you record what you're playing, and you listen back. And to really hear the rolls, what we do is we mute. Hear that? We don't want a note. We don't want that. Okay? Okay? So, if I turn on the metronome, 2, 3, 4. So you just lay all your fingers there until you get a clicking sound. And you can hear how accurate they are. Okay, so when you get up to, let's say, about 200, that's 171 there. So you get up to, 192. It starts to be too fast. So what you do is you cut your click in half. So if you're at 200, you basically, where are we headed? I'm doing this backwards. I can't even see. Okay, there's 198. And somehow I have messed that up. Okay, hold on for just a second here while I get back to, oh, they're trying to sell me something here. And I can't get into it. Okay, done, cancel. Oh, I see what I did, done. Okay, wow. Okay, so somehow, there it is. Somehow I wanted to get back to that. So, there we go. So I'm at 198, 7-note roll. And the click is just getting too fast. So what I do is I cut it in half and I go to 100. So let's do that. Or 99. 99 is half of 198. And I play two clicks, or 2 notes per click. So it's 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and the way I count that is go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. That's 2 notes per click. Okay, now, and that's pretty much it for this lesson. So what you do is you just do the same thing and you keep increasing your speed. And if you notice any tightness, you back off, you concentrate on relaxing, and you can do this for maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and you'll get tired, so you need to take a break, okay? Now, let's hear with the metronome. Let me just play some standard licks and see, I hope that they sound great, and you say, hey, that's really driving, but you never know what's going to happen. But let me play some of these licks slowly. able to play all your licks at this slow speed perfectly, like even a lick. See, I'm getting a telephone call there. Let me hit decline. Okay, there we go. So even a lick like this, 3, 4. Okay. So you can play songs slow and still drive. One thing that Curtis Jones and I played last week was Wild Bill Jones. Let's see if I can get that to drive. We actually do it that slow.